So here's the thing, I try to do regular rankings on the palettes that I've tried recently, and I usually try to wait until it's a nice round number, ranking the last 10 palettes I've used, ranking the last 15 palettes I've used, but I am on a low buy, y'all, and I don't get a ton of PR, so I want to rank the palettes that I have right now since my last ranking, so I'm going to talk about the last 7 palettes that I've tried, and I'm going to rank them. But if this is your first time here, hi, my name is Linda, and if you've come back, why? What is wrong with you? But seriously, thank you so much for coming back and watching another video. I feel like it's been a long time since I've actually said this out loud, but if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love if you'd give me a subscribe and join the Rockstar family. But let's go ahead and rank these palettes. So this, even though it's only 7 palettes, might be my most difficult ranking to date. And the reason being, I love all 7 of these, okay? None of them gave me problems. None of them had quality issues. None of them looked bad. None of them I hated the color story. I really enjoy all of these palettes, and all of these are probably going to wind up pretty high on my yearly ranking at the end of the year. So this one is really difficult for me. Like, I'll be honest, guys, I'm still not sure the order that these are going to go in. But what I decided to base it off of is like, how much am I reaching for it? How much do I want to grab it? How much do I consistently want to pick it up and play with it again after I try it the first time? Because honestly, none of these are going to be based on the quality, because the quality is amazing for all of these. But my favorite palette might be your least favorite palette, and the one that I put at the bottom might be your favorite palette of all time. No offense, we all just have different opinions, okay? So let's go ahead and start with number 7. This is so hard. Starting with number 7, I will say that out of these 7 palettes, 3 of them are from Nomad, so you're going to see them in here quite a bit. But at number 7, I am going to put the Route 66 palette. This is a really, really cool color story, right? I really like the bright, vibrant pops of color that I feel like really embody a lot of like the signage that you'll see on Route 66, or those iconic roadside motels, the iconic roadside stops. I feel like it's really spot on, but I love it mixed with the neutrals, right? You've got these like dusty desert kind of neutrals, and I feel like it really is a vibe in and of itself. Like every one of these like bright colors is so bright and so vibrant, and the quality is so good. I will say this shade here, Comet 2, I lost it. It is so crumbled, and I keep pressing it back. It might have to be sacrificed, but I don't want it to, because it is the most beautiful, beautiful shimmery gold. It is so lovely, but I really enjoyed this palette. I also really love this side of like the dustier greens. I feel like it's just an interesting color story, right? The only reason I put it sort of towards the bottom or at the bottom for this ranking is just because as much as I love this color story, I don't reach for really bright neon type colors often, like you've got in here. And I know that only one part of the palette is really bright neons, but that's the only reason that I was kind of like a little bit, putting it further down in the ranking, but I still really enjoyed this palette. So yeah, number 7, we have the Nomad Route 66, which I am going to close to keep that color in there as long as I can. Oh God, I don't know where to go from here. At number 6, guys, I'm not even lying or exaggerating when I say I think this is my hardest ranking I've ever done. At number 6, I'm going to put the Nomad America's Parks. By the way, they did re-release 3 of their palettes: America's Parks, Berlin Underground, and Fête de Provence. I am not adding Fête de Provence to this ranking because that is not a palette that I've used in this time period, right? I had already used that when it came out the first time, but America's Parks and Berlin Underground are new to me, which is why they are in the ranking. But at number 6, America's Parks, so hard for me because I love this color story. Now, this is a very shimmer heavy palette. 1, 2, 3, 4. We only have 6 mattes in here, and the rest are all shimmers, but they are so beautifully foiled and just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I love the range in here too. I feel like this is very earthy, right? It's very earthy, it's very grounded, but I love the colors in here. Nothing is muted, which is kind of cool, because sometimes I feel like, let's even look at Route 66. I feel like Nomad is really good at doing some like muted colors, but America's Parks, we are all like bright, vibrant colors, beautiful, beautiful colors. I love these kind of like mixed tones in here that almost look like animal print, but when you swirl them together, they're just like this incredibly foiled metallic. So this is their newer formula too. So these have been re-released with the newer formula. Oh my God, So, so freaking beautiful. I think the only reason that I put this at number 6 is just because, again, I don't know that this is a cohesive color story for me that I would reach for as often. I think it's stunning and I will be reaching for this a lot, but I think I'm more going to reach into this palette for the specific colors that really, really draw me in. Like this color right here, which is Giant Redwoods. This is the most stunning, like brown, orange, red color. I absolutely love this one, and also Everglades, which is that perfect alligator green color. I feel like there are unique colors in this palette that are unique to my collection. So I will obviously still be reaching for this, but I don't know that I would reach for this as a whole. I would want this in combination with other palettes. So that is why I am putting America's Parks at number 6. Oh, at number 5. Am I really putting this at 5? Okay, I'm going to put this at number 5. We have the Chokeold palette. I adore this palette, and I have reached for this so many times since I've gotten it, mainly for the face products. So this is a blush and a highlighter, and then we do also have the shadows down here. I feel like with the shadows, first of all, let's talk about those. We have such a good mix of matte and shimmer, and the shimmers are metallic, like really, really freaking metallic. And I just love all of it. The black is like a good solid black, and the metallics are just very, very vibrant and intense, which I think is great. These two are like the winner for me. I am so hoping in the future Chokeold puts out more face products, because these are so incredibly beautiful. Like, you know what? Let me put on some of this extra. This is more of a blush topper, but it is so gorgeous and just, I don't know. I love the way that this highlighter in particular catches the light. I feel like it really, really pulls the light, and I freaking love it. This highlighter is just ridiculous. I absolutely adore it. I guess the only reason that I put this at number 5 instead of a little bit higher is because there are so few shadows here, but unlike the reasoning that I just gave for America's Parks, I do feel like you can really create easy, cohesive looks with this. I feel like this is a great palette for somebody who wants to dip their toes into alternative makeup too, because you've got some deep grungy tones over here, but you also have these lighter tones that you can blend out with. You could stay completely safe with these 3 colors over here, or you could make this pure sex on your eyelids with the rest of it. It's just so good. And the fact that this is the first palette that this brand has ever come out with, this is their like inaugural palette, I am so freaking impressed. So yeah, the Chokeold palette is sitting at number 5. I don't want to rank anymore. At number 4, and I keep going back and forth whether I wanted to switch 3 and 4, but I'm going to keep this at number 4 for now. We have the Ranger palette by Fantasy Cosmetica. This is so good, and I feel like somehow this one slipped under the radar, right? I saw people talking about it, of course, but I don't hear a lot of buzz about it, and this color story is so incredibly good. These shimmers, like Fantasy Cosmetica does shimmers almost better than anyone out there. They are so multifaceted and unique, right? They're so unique. Like, look at these. Oh my God, so beautiful. This color up here, Wilderness, has my heart. It is like a dark sparkly green, and it is so murky. Even this color right here, which is Strider, which is a very, very dark, like the darkest green you can get before you're in black. It is beautiful. I have reached for this palette many, many times at this point. I say many, many times. Guys, I'm going to be honest. I've probably reached for it about 3 times, but when you have a collection of well over 100 palettes, if I've reached for this 3 times in the last like month, I feel like that says something. So I don't know. I feel like it's so incredibly beautiful. Oh my God, I love it. Should this have been number 3? I'm going to keep it where it is. I'm going to keep it where it is. So yes, the Fantasy Cosmetica Ranger palette is number 4. My nose is so itchy right here. All right, at number 3, guys, Nomad Berlin Underground. This is one of those palettes that I felt like got away from me when it first came out, and it is so good. It is so good. Now, this is a quite shimmer heavy palette. There are only 5 mattes in here, I believe, but the shimmers are so intense and so beautiful. I really love how like dirty this color story is. I feel like this is the Berlin Wall. I feel like this is punk rock. Like, I just love it. It really speaks to me, and it's just beautifully intense. I guess the only thing that I wish was a little bit different in this palette, I love this green, but I feel like I wish it was like maybe a really, really deep brown. But I know I'm alone in my love for neutrals, but I do love a good neutral. I don't know. I love this color story. And what sucks is that I can't really explain why, right? It just feels like the underground, the underbelly, and it's just so good. I love how incredibly different all of the shimmers are too, right? They're so different. We have this beautiful light gold. We have a vibrant yellow gold. We have this beautiful like red bronze. It's just so cool. It is such a freaking cool palette. I really enjoy it. So, okay, yeah, Berlin Underground is sitting at number 3. For number 2, this palette is so special to me. It is the Wicked Widow American Psycho palette. I love this movie. So when they announced that they were doing this collection, I was actually very nervous that they would like do it wrong. And I feel like they did it so right. The colors are so good and they put such thought into actually looking at the movie and putting it into this palette. Now, this is a bloody movie. This could have been 80 Shades of Red, and we do have a shade of red here. But no, they went and took every single part of it, like eggshell and bone, the colors of the business cards. We have Patrick Bateman, the blue. We have Jean with her pink suit. We have all of these are just so good. They put so much thought into it. This is like a fan's dream. This is a fan's dream, but on top of that, Wicked Widow has quickly become one of my favorite eyeshadow formulas out there. They are so smooth and pigmented and just perfect. I have never had a single problem with a Wicked Widow shadow. They've always performed top tier for me, and I just really, really enjoy them as a whole, as a brand. And oh God, the theming is so cool. But like, even like, look at this. Look at this color. Do you see it shift from blue to purple? I'm trying not to swatch every palette here, but like the shift and metallic of this, oh my God. Like I wish this palette, I want this palette to get more love than it's getting because this is so amazing. This is definitely going to rank pretty high in my yearly palettes. Last year, Wicked Widow had my #1 palette of the whole year. I just love it. So yep, American Psycho, number 2. And now for number 1. For my #1 palette, I picked this one as number 1 because the number of times that I've reached for this since I've gotten it is more than any of these like probably combined. I've reached for this so many times and I will continue to reach for it, and it is the Singe Agate Temptation palette. I absolutely adore how warm and grungy this color story is. I feel like it's very grounded and earthy, but at the same time you have those warm, almost like 70s tones. You've got these stunning metallics. You have this color, which is like a dream for me. Moss? Come on. You have Acates, which I will pan. Like, I have used this palette so many times at this point. It's just one that I keep reaching for and keep reaching for. The quality is amazing. So Singe has only come out as of right now with 2 eyeshadow palettes, and both of them, the quality is top notch. Right off the bat, it's top notch. This one, I have to say, though, is my favorite of the 2. It is so beautiful. And I am a warm tone loving girl at heart. And there are lots of warm tones in here mixed with my favorite eyeshadow color, which is green. So this palette is kind of made for me. Ugh, I'm kind of obsessed with this palette, genuinely. It's so, so good. And yeah, Singe Agate Temptation, number 1. So that's it. I want you to stop here. Tell me down below, do you disagree with me on any of these? Which one of these is your favorite? Or what is the palette that you keep finding yourself reaching for right now? I don't care if it's 10 years old. What palette are you reaching for the most right now that's bringing you the most joy? Honestly, all of these are bringing me so much joy, and I'm so thankful to have them. I'm going to have these all linked down below, as well as any discount codes if I do have them, but that's it. I really hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to put my last ranking up here so you can kind of keep track with me throughout the year, so you can maybe be a little more prepared for the year-end ranking than I ever am, because I'm never prepared. I just said prepare. But if you like this video, please take a second, give it a thumbs up. It helps out my channel more than you will know. You all can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Those are all Glitter Fallout. And as always and forever, you are super freaking rock stars. I love you so much with my whole heart, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.